Okay, this is Harold's Prog Rock Show Part 30, entirely dedicated to Jethro Tull, the famous prog rock band. The first album this was is not in my collection because it's a blues album. This is the second album, Stand Up. It's from 1969 and it's a reasonable album. And on this album there is the hit single Bourrée. Okay, then we have Benefit from 1970, and that's a reasonable album. Okay, then we go to Aqualung. Aqualung is from 1971, and in my opinion, Aqualung is the best album Jethro Tull has ever made. And I will tell you who are in the band. One moment. We have Ian Anderson on flute, acoustic guitar and vocals. We have Clive Bunker on drums, Martin Bear on guitars, John Evans on piano, organ and mellotron, and Jeffrey Hammond on bass guitar. Okay, these are the guys in the band. Aqualung, a great album, a really great album. It's a classic and the best album Jethro Tull has ever made. I can highly recommend Aqualung. When you start with Jethro Tull, you have to start with Aqualung, the best album they made. Then we have Thick as Brick. Thick as Brick is also a classic. There are only 2 songs on this album. These songs are each 20 minutes long, so the A side from an old LP and the B side from an old LP. It's a concept album and it's really great. I really like it. In my opinion, after Aqualung, it's on second place. It's really great. It's a classic. Okay, then we have Living in the Past. That's a compilation album. Then we have a Passion Play. A Passion Play is also a good album. It only has 2 songs. Again, the A side of an album and the B side of an album, an old vinyl record, and each song is 20 minutes long. So the entire album is 40 minutes. It's also a concept Passion Play. War Child is reasonable. Then we have a Minstrel in the Gallery from 1975. It's a good album. Then we have Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. It's reasonable. Okay, let's move on. We have Songs from the Wood. Songs from the Wood is a good album, and the best song on this album is Pibroch Cap in Hand. Pibroch Cap in Hand. That's a long song from 8 minutes long, and it's very powerful and very, very dramatic and good. So Pibroch, best song on Songs from the Wood. Then we have Heavy Horses. Heavy Horses is reasonable. Then we have a live album, Bursting Out. It's a double album and it's a good one. Back of the CD. Then we have the Stormwatch album. Stormwatch is a good album. I really like it. I can recommend this one. Then we have A. A is a reasonable album, and on this album we have Eddie Jobson on keyboards and electric violin. Eddie Jobson also played in the 70s with Roxy Music and with the band UK, where they produced 2 albums, UK and Danger Money, both very good, especially Danger Money. Okay, then we have Broadsword and the Beast. That's a reasonable album. Okay, Then we have Crest of a Knave. Crest of a Knave has a hit single, and the hit single, a famous song, is Steel Monkey. On this album we also have the song Budapest. Budapest is almost 10 minutes long and is a small epic. It's a good song. It's a good album. On this album, Ian Anderson is singing like Mark Knopfler from the Dire Straits. Okay, then we have Rock Island. It's not one of my favorites. It's a weak album. Then we have Catfish Rising. It's also a weak album. Then we have Root to Branches. Root to Branches is reasonable. Okay. Then we have Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson, Thick as a Brick 2. This is the successor to the first Thick as a Brick album, and this is a good one. Thick as a Brick 2, Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson. It's a good album. I like it. Then this year there was a new album that was a really surprise. And on the cover you see Ian Anderson, the leader of the band. And the album is called The Zealot Jan. It's a difficult title. The whole album is based on the Bible. Okay. It's the old albums from Jethro Tull were released on the Chrysalis album, on the Chrysalis label, and this one, the new one, is on the Inside Out Sony Music label. Okay, it's a good album. I like this one. I can recommend this album. And Mine is the Mountain is the best song on this Coming Back album. So I can recommend the new one from this year, the new album. Okay, then I have a DVD. It's the 25th anniversary edition, and you can see live songs from Jethro Tull from 1969 up until 1994. In 1993 I went to a concert from Jethro Tull, and this is the tour book. The tour book from 1993. The concert was in Vredenburg in Utrecht. Here you see the guys in the band. In the middle, Ian Anderson, the leader of the band. Okay, that's the tour book. Let's move on. Then I have my final collection, Aqualung. That's a famous album. That's in fact the best album Jethro Tull ever made. It's a classic. That's the inside painting. Nice artwork. Then I have a special one. This is Thick as a Brick. And as you can see, this is the newspaper edition. It's really special. It's a collector's item. I will open it. Then you can see it's in fact, as I said before, a newspaper. Okay, the newspaper edition, the first edition of this Thick as a Brick album. That's nice. Collector's item. Okay, A Passion Play. Good album. Songs from the Wood. Also a good album with Prog, Cap in Hand. Good song. Very good song. Bursting Out Live. The live double album from the 70s. and Crest of a Knave with Steel Monkey and Budapest. Okay, that was my show about Jethro Tull, Harold's Prog Rock Show Part 30. I hope you like the show. When you start with Jethro Tull, you can start with Aqualung, a real classic, best album from Jethro Tull, or Vickers Brick, also very good, also a classic. Okay, give me a like or subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye, see you next time. Bye.